Have you ever woken up in the morning with the feeling that your legs were weighed down like they were made of lead, every step heavy, your knees stiff, and every movement became a true effort? You might think this is just part of getting older, but the truth is, there are very simple, gentle, and effective ways to improve this condition. According to statistics from the United States National Institutes of Health, more than 40% of people over the age of 65 have difficulty walking every day. This does not just lower quality of life, it also increases the risk of falling and losing independence. But here is the good news: the health of your muscles, joints, and blood circulation is not entirely dependent on age. We can change this with something very familiar: food. In today's video, I will share 4 simple and easy-to-find foods that can make a real difference for your legs, joints, and overall vitality. These foods are not just backed by real-life experiences from hundreds of patients, but also supported by science from trusted organizations such as Harvard University and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. If you are looking for a natural way to feel lighter when walking, sleep better every night, and live more independently each day, stay with us until the end of this video, because what you are about to discover may be the beginning of regaining your freedom in every step you take. 1. Chickpeas. There are foods we often overlook in the corner of the kitchen. They are small, simple, and unimpressive, but inside them lies a deep strength that can nourish the body. One such food is chickpeas. For many seniors, chickpeas may seem like just another basic ingredient that is easy to buy and store, but few know that chickpeas are one of the best plant-based foods that support muscle strength recovery, especially for legs that have begun to weaken over the years. Chickpeas are rich in plant-based protein, with about 15 grams of protein per cup of cooked chickpeas, which is roughly 164 grams. This is a vital source of energy for muscles, helping maintain lean muscle mass, especially after age 60, when the body begins to lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year. This process is known as age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia. It occurs silently, without warning, and is often only noticed when symptoms such as weak legs, difficulty standing up, imbalance, or frequent tripping appear. The protein in chickpeas not only helps maintain muscle mass, but is also easier to digest for seniors compared to red meat or processed foods. But that is not all. Chickpeas also contain essential minerals such as magnesium, iron, and vitamin B6. In every 100 grams of cooked chickpeas, there are up to 79 milligrams of magnesium, a key nutrient that supports flexible muscle contraction, reduces cramps, and eases heavy feelings in the calves. When combined with vitamin B6, magnesium helps regulate nerve signals, soothes pain and fatigue, and improves coordinated movement. If you have ever felt like your legs were out of control or shaky when standing up, a long-term magnesium deficiency may be the hidden cause. A 2019 study by the University of Murcia in Spain found that seniors who ate chickpeas 3 times a week had 22% less muscle loss than those who rarely consumed them. These are not just theoretical numbers. They reflect real outcomes experienced by many. I remember one particular case. Mr. Ramon, a 73-year-old man living in Valencia, had a fall in the bathroom. He was diagnosed with lower body muscle weakness and was advised to use a cane. But Ramon refused to give up. Instead of relying solely on medication, he actively changed his diet, and one of the first foods he added was chickpeas. We started by incorporating chickpeas into his dinner stew, then into lunchtime salads, and even roasted them as a snack. After 6 weeks, Ramon was walking around his neighborhood without a cane. He shared that his legs had regained vitality and no longer felt weak or heavy. His story is just one of many that show the clear impact of small but consistent changes. So how can you begin incorporating chickpeas in a simple and effective way? Start with about half a cup of cooked chickpeas, around 125 grams, 2 to 3 times per week. You can add chickpeas to a salad with cucumber, red onion, and cilantro for a light lunch. On chilly days, a warm chickpea soup with carrots, celery, turmeric, and black pepper will not only warm your stomach, but also help reduce inflammation and improve circulation. If you like a crunchy texture, roast chickpeas with olive oil, rosemary, and a pinch of sea salt for a joint-friendly snack. For seniors who often experience bloating or indigestion, try soaking dried chickpeas overnight in water with a small pinch of baking soda before cooking. This helps break down phytic acid, a compound that blocks iron absorption, allowing your body to get the most out of every bite. Many people worry they have to change their entire diet or take complicated supplements to improve muscle strength. But sometimes, just starting with a familiar food like chickpeas is a strong first step. Remember, your body is not giving up on you. It is simply waiting to be nourished in the way it truly needs. And with chickpeas, you are giving yourself a real chance to walk more confidently every day. 2. Seaweed. Some foods may appear light and delicate, yet they carry surprising healing powers. Seaweed is one of those foods. It might not be something you see on your traditional dining table every day, but it is a gift from the ocean, especially for those who need support for their joints and bones. This becomes particularly important after the age of 60, when the cracking sounds in the knees or stiffness in the joints each morning become all too familiar. When you hear a soft crack every time you stand up from a chair or feel discomfort when turning over in bed, it is not just a sign of aging, it is your body speaking, telling you that your joints are lacking nourishment and no longer have enough natural lubrication to move smoothly like they used to. Despite its simple appearance, seaweed is packed with an incredibly rich nutritional profile. In 100 grams of dried seaweed, there are approximately 168 milligrams of calcium, 89 milligrams of magnesium, and a generous amount of organic iodine, along with powerful anti-inflammatory compounds such as fucoidan and laminarin. These nutrients help fight chronic joint inflammation, support cartilage regeneration, and encourage the body to produce its own joint fluid, the natural lubricant that allows your joints to move freely without pain. Fucoidan, in particular, plays an important role in protecting cartilage cells from being damaged by free radicals, helping to slow down the progression of joint degeneration. This degeneration is one of the most common reasons seniors lose their ability to move independently. A study published in 2021 in the American Journal of Community Nutrition followed a group of women over the age of 60 for 3 months. The results showed that those who ate seaweed 2 to 3 times a week had 16% higher bone density in the hip and spine areas compared to those who did not eat seaweed. These are not just numbers. They represent thousands of stronger, more confident steps taken each day, the ability to climb stairs without holding onto a handrail, and mornings that begin without being awakened by knee pain or stiffness. I clearly remember the case of Mrs. Elena, a 70-year-old former yoga teacher, after many years of teaching. Her body became more sensitive to certain movements, especially around the knees and hips. She once told me that a simple squat could make her knees feel like they were cracking apart. When she came to see me, she had no big goals. She just wanted to walk gently through the park and do a few stretches in the morning like she used to. We started with small changes to her meals, and seaweed was among the top priorities. Each week, she added wakame seaweed to miso soup, ate seaweed salad with apple cider vinegar, and used nori sheets to wrap brown rice and steamed vegetables. After nearly 2 months, she came back with a very different smile. She said she was sleeping better, her knees no longer swelled at the end of the day, and most importantly, she had resumed her yoga practice with gentle moves she had once given up. You do not need to make big changes. Simply adding seaweed to your meals 2 or 3 times a week can already make a clear difference. You can start with a warm bowl of seaweed soup with a few pieces of tofu for a light dinner, or sprinkle finely cut seaweed over a green salad. One easy and effective suggestion is to crumble dried seaweed over hot rice and enjoy it with steamed eggs or fish for a nutritious lunch. If you prefer a light broth, try boiling seaweed with a few slices of fresh ginger and a touch of pure sesame oil. This not only improves calcium absorption, but also warms the digestive system, helping seniors feel more comfortable after meals and avoid bloating. Another important reason why seaweed is a valuable food for older adults is its support for the thyroid gland due to its natural iodine content. The thyroid regulates energy metabolism in the body. If it does not function well, you may feel constantly tired, experience cold hands and feet, gain weight easily, and most importantly, lose muscle endurance. Supplementing iodine through seaweed, instead of iodized salt or pills, can help maintain hormonal balance in a gentle and safer way, especially for seniors with sensitive digestion. Although seaweed may be soft and fragile in appearance, the benefits it brings are deep and lasting. It not only nourishes your bones and joints, but also soothes inflammation you cannot see, allowing each movement to feel smoother and more comfortable. Every serving of seaweed is not just nutrition. It is a step closer to movement independence, to that moment when you can rise from a chair without needing to hold onto the armrest. That is the kind of freedom we all hope to keep, even as the years go by. 3. Avocado. Some fruits appear soft and creamy on the outside. When touched, they feel rich and smooth. But what is most remarkable about them is the quiet strength they bring to the nervous system, to movement coordination, and to the sense of safety in every step. Avocado is one of those special fruits. It is not only a trendy food for modern breakfasts, but also a valuable source of nourishment for seniors, especially for those experiencing issues with balance, leg numbness, or the feeling of disconnection between the brain and the feet. After the age of 60, the peripheral nervous system begins to slow down. You might notice this through small signs, such as toes feeling numb after sitting for a while, feet losing sensation when stepping out of bed, or at times, feeling like you are walking without truly sensing the ground. This is when the nerves that carry messages from the brain to the muscles are weakening, if not cared for in time. This condition can increase the risk of tripping, muscle control loss, and anxiety about walking safely. At this point, nutrients that nourish the protective lining of nerve cells become especially important, and avocado is one of the best natural sources for this purpose. In every 100 grams of ripe avocado, there are about 15 grams of unsaturated fat. Most notable among them is oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat proven to support nerve cell membranes. It helps improve signal transmission between the brain and the muscles in the lower body. Additionally, avocado contains nearly 500 milligrams of potassium, a vital mineral that helps regulate heart rhythm, support muscle contractions, and especially reduce nighttime cramps, a common issue for seniors. Avocados are also rich in natural vitamin E, a strong antioxidant that protects nerve endings from damage caused by free radicals, harmful molecules that contribute to nerve degeneration over time. In 2021, the U.S. Institute of Nutrition and Aging conducted a study tracking a group of people over age 65 for 6 weeks. These individuals were asked to eat avocados at least 4 times a week, primarily at breakfast. The results showed significant improvements in balance, reduced numbness in the feet, and better walking posture. Notably, those who had previously felt unsteady on stairs or when standing from a chair reported clear improvements after the 6-week period. This suggests that avocado is not only a healthy food, but also has a profound effect on the motor nervous system and overall safety in daily movement. I once worked with a patient named Mr. Miguel, a 79-year-old retired teacher living in Granada. He came to me with a worried expression, saying that his feet often felt numb, sometimes like they weren't even touching the ground. This fear made him hesitant to take his grandson for walks in the park. We reviewed his daily diet, and one of the first things I suggested was replacing his sugary breakfast with a simpler choice, a slice of whole grain bread, spread with mashed avocado, sprinkled with chia seeds, and finished with a few drops of lemon juice. He agreed to try it, not expecting much, but just 4 weeks later, he returned with a bright smile. He said he could feel the ground under his feet again and no longer felt wobbly when walking. He proudly shared that he had taken his grandson for a full walk around the park without needing to stop and rest. To him, that was a major victory. You do not need to eat a lot to feel the benefits. A reasonable portion is usually about 1/3 to half an avocado per meal. Avocado is easy to add to meals. You can spread it on rye bread, add ground flax seeds or crushed walnuts for more omega-3 and vitamin E, or simply chop it into a salad with greens and a few cherry tomatoes, if you prefer something sweet. You can blend avocado with banana and unsweetened almond milk to make a gentle smoothie for after your walk or workout. For those with sensitive digestion, avocado is an excellent choice because it is soft, easy to digest, and does not irritate the stomach. One helpful tip I often share is to eat avocado in the morning or early afternoon. This is when your body most efficiently absorbs healthy fats and uses them to fuel the nervous system throughout the day. If you often feel tired, lose focus, or are prone to tripping in the afternoon, a small portion of avocado after lunch may be just what you need. And to boost the effects, sprinkle your avocado with some chia seeds or crushed walnuts. These additions not only enhance flavor, but also add more healthy fats and natural anti-inflammatory compounds, helping your nervous system work more smoothly. Avocado may be soft and mild in flavor, but do not let its simplicity fool you. Inside each fruit is a wealth of compounds that help rebuild the connection between brain and legs. Between sensation and movement, it is a bridge for steadier steps, for greater confidence in motion, and for the sense of security that many seniors gradually lose. If you feel like you no longer have full control over your steps, remember that small changes are waiting for you to try. An avocado might be one of the first natural gifts you should offer your body. 4. Pumpkin seeds. When it comes to muscle and nerve health in later life, there is a small seed that holds tremendous value. It not only helps ease nighttime leg cramps, but also supports smoother movement coordination each day. That seed is the pumpkin seed. These lightly crunchy seeds may seem like a simple snack, but they carry a surprisingly deep healing power, especially for those who often suffer from tight calf muscles, soreness at the end of the day, or mild trembling when rising from a chair. After age 50, the body begins to experience many changes related to the peripheral nervous system and its ability to transmit signals from the brain to the muscles. When magnesium levels in the body decrease, nerve cells may send out the wrong signals. This can lead to muscle spasms, sudden twitching in the calves, or a sensation that the legs are not responding properly. The challenge is that most older adults have a magnesium deficiency without even knowing it, because even a healthy diet may not always provide enough, and this is where pumpkin seeds become a powerful ally. In just 30 grams of pumpkin seeds, which is about 2 tablespoons, there are 150 milligrams of magnesium, nearly 40% of the daily requirement for seniors. Pumpkin seeds also provide zinc, healthy fats, and antioxidants such as vitamin E. All of these nutrients work together to support stable nerve function, reduce joint inflammation, and ease soreness after physical activity. Thanks to this combination, pumpkin seeds not only help with physical tension, but also calm the nervous system, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. In 2020, scientists at the Complutense University of Madrid conducted a study on 120 seniors aged 55 to 75, divided into 2 groups. The first group consumed 30 to 40 grams of pumpkin seeds daily. The second group did not. After 6 weeks, those who ate pumpkin seeds reported over a 30% reduction in the frequency and intensity of nighttime leg cramps. They also showed noticeable improvement in balance while standing on one leg, a sign that both supporting muscles and nerves were working more effectively together. These results are not just statistics. They represent real changes that seniors can feel in each movement throughout the day. I clearly remember the story of Mrs. Carmen, 68 years old, living in Zaragoza. She once shared with me that she woke up almost every night around 3 a.m. due to severe cramps in her calves. She had tried everything from warm foot baths to massage with heated oil, but nothing seemed to help. I suggested one small change, adding a handful of pumpkin seeds to her daily diet, ideally between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. When the body begins to prepare for rest, she began eating about 2 tablespoons of unsalted, roasted pumpkin seeds each day. Sometimes she sprinkled them on porridge, sometimes added them to salads, or simply snacked on them after dinner. After 3 weeks, she called back with excitement in her voice. The cramps had significantly decreased, and after just over a month, she was able to sleep through the night without being woken by pain. She said that waking up without leg pain was a gift she had forgotten she missed. The best part is that you do not need to do anything complicated to add pumpkin seeds to your diet. Just choose plain seeds, unsalted, no sugar or added flavor, and lightly toast them in a dry pan or bake them gently in the oven for a richer aroma. You can sprinkle them over your morning porridge, Mix them with flax seeds and oats for homemade granola, or simply enjoy them as an afternoon snack. If you like a bolder flavor, try mixing the seeds with a pinch of turmeric and black pepper. These two spices are known for their anti-inflammatory effects and help protect joints and reduce swelling. A small but important note: if you are taking blood thinners or have digestive issues, consult your doctor before increasing your intake of oil-rich seeds. Although pumpkin seeds are very beneficial, like any nutrient-dense food, they should be consumed in the right amounts to avoid digestive discomfort or drug interactions. Pumpkin seeds offer more than physical benefits. They also contribute to emotional stability. When a senior gets enough restful sleep, without being disturbed by sudden muscle cramps, they begin the day with clearer thoughts, better energy, and a greater sense of control. That is the quiet power of small changes, a handful of seeds that carry great belief in the body's ability to heal when treated with care. Every time you eat a few pumpkin seeds, think of it as giving your body a natural dose of calm, a gentle touch for your tired nervous system. Do not let cramps, sleepless nights, or feelings of weakness convince you that you are losing your strength, because with one small habit, eating pumpkin seeds every day, you are silently rebuilding the foundation for your legs, your sleep, and your peace in every step you take. When you reach the age where your body starts sending quiet signals, heavier legs, knees that crack when you stand, or that unsteady feeling when stepping across a doorway, it does not mean you are fading away. Your body is not rejecting you. It is simply whispering that it needs a different kind of care, gentler, deeper, and you do not need to begin with major changes. Just one meal that includes chickpeas, 1 spoonful of toasted pumpkin seeds, a serving of avocado in the morning, or a warm bowl of seaweed soup in the evening. Each of these small things can help your body feel noticed, nourished, and gradually renewed. We cannot stop time from moving forward, but we can choose how we move through it. With every food you choose to nourish yourself with, you are choosing to live more actively, more steadily, and more in tune with each day. From rising out of bed on your own in the morning, to walking down a familiar path in the park, or simply feeling calm and grounded in your every step. And the most wonderful part is, your body is still listening. It is still waiting for you to begin. So do not wait until tomorrow to start thinking about your health. Begin today. Begin with one small change, done consistently, and with kindness toward yourself. That one shift might be your first step toward keeping your flexibility, your independence, and most of all, your freedom in this life. If you found today's sharing meaningful, please consider liking this video. It lets us know you are still here, still listening, and still holding on to hope for a life that is not just long, but also healthy and full. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, so you will not miss future videos where we continue to share simple but powerful tips to help you care for your body, your mind, and your peace every day. Have you ever tried any of the 4 foods we talked about today? Or is there one that made you curious and excited to try in your next meal? Please share with us in the comments below. We truly value every message from you, because each story is part of our community's journey toward better health. Wishing you steadiness, peace, and strength as you continue your journey of caring for your body, gently, actively, and with love. We look forward to seeing you in the next video, where every step you take carries new hope.